The more habitats you have, the bigger the mosaic, the bigger the diversity, the more species you're catering to. So it's a great draw for wildlife.
They're not just supporting tree planting, it's about preserving and protecting spaces like this as well.
You know, when the naysayers say, well, just planting a tree isn't going to make any difference, it really does. You can start small and nature will go, great, you've given me a chance. I'll help you now, and we'll just make what you've started bigger and better and richer and more valuable for all our sakes. I'm in the Forest of Marston Vale in Bedfordshire. Formerly a thriving industrial hub, this land just a few decades ago looked very different indeed. For years, Marston Vale played a key role in Britain's industrial past. Once a global centre for brickmaking, it produced around 20% of England's bricks, with 135 chimneys dominating the skyline. But the industry left its mark: polluted air, thick smog, and clay pits that eventually became landfill sites. The landscape was deeply scarred, and tree coverage in the area dropped to a very low 3.6%, around a third of the national average at the time. The Forest of Marston Vale Trust is a charity creating a community forest using woodlands and trees to enhance people's lives economically, socially, and environmentally. Today, I'm here to witness the transformation that they've achieved.
We're going to grab a spade each and a mallet. I've got some trees. Fabulous. I did, yeah. So we've got different sizes. You might, Kate,
I might need a fat one.
A large one.
Right, Rabina, I'm armed and dangerous.
Fabulous. That's exactly what we need. Let me move this out of your way.
Do you want to start? Shall I start clearing
right
a little
here
space?
would be perfect. I'll move the stake out of the way for you.
So, what was this land like?
So I can remember in the early 90s driving through this area, and you very much had to sort of do up your windows because the air it wasn't a pleasant place to be. So that's why the area was designated as one of the 12 community forests by the government in 1991.
You're saying this idea was 30 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I hate to say it, but that's younger than us. This woodland is younger than us.
Indeed. And the beauty of it is that it's not just about planting trees because they look great or because trees are great for the environment, but there are social and economic benefits to actually planting trees as well.
But how do we make sure that the woodlands we plant today are cared for long into the future? So tell me about this lovely place.
So we're in Rectory Wood in Cranfield.
Yeah.
It's a small village, and Rectory Wood is one of our 13 community woodlands.
So like the place we were in earlier, but how many years on?
So from around 2003 to 13, we planted this area. Lots of different species, all intermingled to create a really natural space.
Still can't get my head round that this woodland that feels so established is so young.
And that's the beauty of trees. They can transform a land in a relatively short space of time, and it's something that's going to be here for hundreds of years.
And I mean, we know obviously that trees are enormously important regarding capturing carbon, but people are realising more and more that trees have another role to play with regards to things like flood management. Is that right?
When we were planting Rectory Wood here, we actually worked with the local authority to understand where there had been flooding, and we put ponds in so that the water would run down, feed the ponds, create that natural habitat and protect the local housing as well. So it's not just about getting the trees in the ground, it's about preserving and protecting spaces like this as well.
The importance of a forest goes beyond what we can see. Its roots bind the soil together and they create habitats for a variety of wildlife. But it's not just about planting trees. It's about allowing nature to thrive by rebuilding entire ecosystems, where every species, every insect, every bird, every thread of the landscape is connected.
I just got a flash of kind of white with dark tips on the one to the left, so it's a bit smaller, isn't it? But yeah, so we've got
marsh harrier there. How exciting! What's surprising to me, Nicola, is that I thought you were all about woodland.
No, a lot of people think that, but no, we have a great mosaic of different habitats here at the Millennium Country Park, reed bed being one of them. This was all created in the late 90s, about 30 years ago. So
there was no wetland here before?
No wetland before. It was ex-clay pit and it was farmland before this. So all of this has been grown up in the last 30 years.
That is astonishing. I mean, if you look at that, it looks like it's been here forever.
Yeah.
And by having woodland and wetland side by side, presumably that increases the number of species that can exist in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. The more habitats you have, the bigger the mosaic, the bigger the diversity, the more species you're catering to. So it's a great draw for wildlife. This is an ideal site for it.
Is that a bittern booming?
That is a bittern booming. So it's one of 2 resident bitters that we have here.
But bitterns have numbers have declined. I know they're increasing now. But
another one over there.
Oh, they're now competing.
Yes, they're after the same lady there.
That's astonishing. Oh, it is just beautiful. Right, shall we move on? There's so much to see here. See, you can't do that on every Tuesday afternoon, can you?
No.
Well, you can. Are you seeing year on year change, either more species or different species moving in or breeding when they weren't breeding before?
Absolutely. I've been here for 6 years now. When I first started, and we were working on our reed beds and keeping our water levels just so. And we actually ended up with the first recorded breeding attempt for bittern in Bedfordshire. The marsh harriers have come in since I started.
It's obviously you, Nicola.
It's me. No, it's the work that my colleagues have been doing for the last 30 years that's brought this habitat to this point and brought all this wildlife in. So,
It makes me understand that a sort of post-industrial landscape, it can be a landfill site for one generation, and the next generation, it can be this, with the right support and the right dedication and foresight.
Yeah.
Well, it has been a really illuminating, uplifting day. Do you sit here sometimes and think, my little bit of the planet is kind of doing all right?
Yeah.
You should be very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
You should all be very proud of yourself. It's very special. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Forest of Marston Vale is a wonderful example of what can be achieved when nature is given a chance to recover. But the Trust needs your support to be able to continue its transformational work for people, for wildlife, and for the planet. So go and have a look at their website and see what you can do to help.